hip-hop.
Y'all know how we do.
You're listening to Free Zone Matthias, aka Mr. 16 Bars. That's real hip-hop.
We try to tell people that Philly is a special breed. They hate to see us on top, they hate to see us on. They hate to see us come up, they hate we on. They hate the moves that we make because it's made to break them. We give them knowledge on tracks and hope our words can save them. I guess it's hard to give props when you know you lesser. So we right on your heels, I hope you feel the pressure. Rappers faking a role, my shoes that never fit them. Before you come at a king, I let my soldiers get them. I'm from Philly with hot quarters, they turn chilly. Tight shirts with tight jeans, they never feel me. Young boys confused, they think I'm too preachy. Old head in the game and still rep my city. I'm from Philly where hot quarters they turn chilly. Tight shirts with tight jeans, they never feel me. Young boys confused, they think I'm too preachy. Old head in the game and still rep.
Sickle cell disease can be found in North America, Sub-Sahara, South America, Central America, Cuba, Saudi Arabia, India, the Mediterranean, Turkey, Greece, and Italy. It is estimated 1 million to 3 million Americans and 8 to 10% of the African Americans are affected by sickle cell. This disease occurs when an altered type of hemoglobin, the substance which allows a red blood cell to carry oxygen, decreases. This limits the ability of the red blood cell to carry oxygen throughout the body. Although the disease primarily affects African Americans, sickle cell affects 1 in 14,000 Hispanics, 3 in 10,000 Native Americans.
We're now joined by Robert Hershey Alston. He is the father of Nazir, who's doing some amazing things. Robert Hershey, welcome to Philly on the Rise.
Hey, thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you. Let's talk about this process from you as a dad and seeing your son not only struggle with sickle cell, but also make this documentary. Obviously, it makes you proud, but watching this process, how's it been for you?
Basically, I felt it was a long time coming. I felt that he definitely had the film skills to do this project. He's made several, small little short clips on YouTube, and I felt like this was the time for him to, raise the bar and do something where we can share this documentary with the world and his skills.
So let's talk a little bit further about him specifically. How do you think he got that inner strength to fight through it and yet again complete this documentary over X amount of months?
Well, I've always encouraged him, you won't have to live with pain, and it's a part of your life. I'm not going to treat you any differently, and I just pushed him all the time. So I never let him use his illness as an excuse. I kind of always encouraged him to move forward in anything that he wanted to do.
So what do you think is next for your son?
Well, right now we're in the process of working on the narrative about the Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So that's our next, big budget project that hopefully we get the funds to actually put that together.
I think you will get the funds to actually put that together.
God willing.
Congratulations once again for your son. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Hi Nazir, this is Yaya. I am so very proud of you. Seeing this documentary brought me to tears, and now I understand. Sometimes I did think you were always joking about you in pain, but I truly understand, and I love you. Keep up the good work.
So I just wanted to say to my nephew Nazir, I am really proud of you. This was a great movie. I didn't even watch any of it during the whole film, and I wanted to be, completely surprised, and I really was. I thought it was really good. I thought it would be eye-opening for people. I kind of know a little bit of his struggle because I've lived it with him, but I think this is definitely going to be a great conversation piece and something that's definitely much needed, especially amongst young people and people in general who just don't know anything about sickle cell disease. Like he stressed like he and other patients in the movie stress, it's always cancer, 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 and there's cures for different cancer, but this is something that people live with daily, and there is no cure.
My name is Frank Smith. I am from South Philadelphia. I'm Nazir's uncle, and I just want to talk a little bit about the process that Nazir went through making this film. I would say Nazir is a very talented and insightful young man. I know exactly what he's been going through with his sickle cell crisis since he's been born, and he's a very strong individual to shoulder as much as he's had to go through at this stage of his life. And for him to put together a documentary of this magnitude says a lot about who he's going to become in this lifetime. I myself actually have sickle cell trait, so I completely understand what some of the pressures are that he's going through in his life. I don't have the full-blown disease itself, but I was always cautioned by my mother pretty much since I was a young man to be very careful about who I dated when I got older. And when I had my first and only child, my daughter actually has sickle cell trait herself. So that's something that I've had to carefully explain to her, that she has to be aware of who she's dating as an adult woman, who she may have children by, and to ask them questions about their history with sickle cell trait. So it's something that's definitely prevalent in our community and something that education definitely has to increase about.
Good evening. My name is Zamoria Brandon, and I am a West Philadelphia resident. And how I got involved with this film is through Nazir Alston and his father coming to the Sickle Cell organization, having an opportunity to meet us and learning that we provide supportive services to children, adolescents, adults, and families. So they thought, with us being a community-based organization, that it was important that we be a part of this documentary. So my own personal experience that brought me to the sickle cell community is based on the fact that I was married for 25 years. My husband had sickle cell disease. He was the co-founder of our organization, and in April of 1998 he passed away due to complications of the disease. So this is very personal to me as well, and I'm very excited that I was able to be a part of it, to be able to lend my conversation, my voice, to learning more about the illness and how it impacts those families that we serve.
How you doing? My name is Jerry Garner. I'm from Philadelphia, Northeast. I actually live in Northeast, but from North Philadelphia. Just happened to see the premiere of Nazir's film. It was awesome. It was very inspirational. I felt it was educational as well, just to get an idea of what everybody who's been living with sickle cell has been living with. It's been eye-opening to me, and not only me, my family. During the course of Nazir's life, we've been a big part, and we've seen firsthand his struggles with sickle cell, and we're just so happy that he can just put it to the big screen and have everyone come out and celebrate his success. I'm just so proud of him, and words couldn't express how proud of him I am. So I just wish him all the best in the future and much success, and his uncle and his family is pulling for him always.
Welcome to this segment of Philly on the Rise. As you know, I'm your host, Michael W. Pleasant. This week, Philly on the Rise finds us in the University City section of Philly. We're actually joined by Nazir Alston. This young man is doing some amazing things with his life. We just got finished watching a documentary that he put together about sickle cell, his journey, and then also the journey of others. Nazir, welcome to Philly on the Rise.
Thank you, and welcome to be here.
Congratulations. You've been doing some amazing things, obviously, with your life and putting this film together. Let's talk about the process. What was that process like for you to create this documentary?
So one of the first things that we had to do was find funding for the film. So what we did, we had $35, bought some tickets, and sold those tickets to create a fundraiser event to have food and stuff for people to enjoy. Then we used that seed money to market the film, get gear. We need to get a computer because we didn't have a computer to edit the film on, and to buy the software. So that's what we used that money for. So then after that, we basically started filming, and then I already had the technique to skill, and I had a couple of friends who could help me out with certain things when I had to be in front of the camera. So that's what I did. I got my friends to use my resources to help film and make this vision come true and help educate the world on what sickle cell is.
And throughout the process, obviously, you were in pain at times, you had your treatments at times, but let's talk about the inner strength. Where did the inner strength come from in order to see this project through to the end?
The inner strength, it had to come from mental and annual conditioning from when I was younger and experiencing certain crises and stuff, and you just become stronger and creates a stronger callus every time.
And obviously, we want to educate the public on what sickle cell can do, its effects, but what are you hoping that people get most from the film after they watch it?
Out of this film, I hope that people will learn from it and understand what sickle cell is and how it how it's not a bad disease, and how that sickle cell patients, they're not drug seekers, they are actually in pain, because nobody wants to go to the hospital. That's the last place that anybody wants to go. So I just want people to understand what sickle cell is and be more knowledgeable about it.
Good stuff. You got some amazing things coming up down the pike, an amazing life ahead of you. Tell us, what can we expect next from this young, great filmmaker, Nazir Alston?
Okay, so my next project that I'm working on, I'm currently writing a script for it. I want to create a narrative on Black Wall Street, which there was a whole incident in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where 36 blocks were bombed. We had our own movie theaters, roller skating rinks, and barbershops, and they were all bombed because of a petty incident that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Now, what about clothing design? Because you're dressed pretty sharp here, brother. I mean, I'm the host, and you're actually looking sharper than me, and I'm the host. So anything about clothing design?
Nothing much. My dad just helped me put this together, but I do know some fashion techniques as well. But he kind of wants to be over me. But I got this though. I got this.
So maybe you can give me some tips on my next show. I don't walk around like a ragamuffin.
Okay, so just a little tip is try to wear clothes that's a little slimming. It's 2016. Wear some more slimming clothing.
You heard this from my man Nazir Alston, and thank you for joining us for this segment of Philly on the Rise.
Arnett Woodall, owner and builder of West Philadelphia Produce. I live in West Philadelphia. West Philly Produce was built on a drug lot where drugs were being sold openly and rampantly through the community. So me and my children bought the lot and built West Philadelphia Produce from the ground up. So the products that they were selling on it when it was a lot, which was killing our people and poisoning our people, we now create and produce healthy products that enrich the lives of many. We once had a fruit desert, a fruit and produce desert, and now we're living in an oasis where we're creating sauces and juices, health cures through natural holistic remedies that can be Googled and look right up on your own computers at your home, on your iPhones, and these products that can keep you safe. We just watched this program on Sickle Cell, but there are a lot of other diseases also, and a lot of the cures are right in your kitchen. Combinations like for Sickle Cell, it will be carrots, beets, and apples, and you create that juice, and you do that juice, and you just cure yourself holistically. And that's what we're doing at West Philadelphia Produce. We are now the drug dealers on the corner selling the cure.
Maurice Henderson from Southwest Philadelphia. I'm one of the producers of Incomplete Cell, and I just think that it was just a wonderful evening having people come together and experience what it's like to live with sickle cell. I think Nazir Alston did a wonderful job, but the community really did come out. So if I can thank the Alphas, the Kappas, the Sigmas, the Masons, the Qs, and just the Deltas, and everybody that support this effort. But what I want everyone to know, we still need help. We need to find a way to cure sickle cell disease.
That real hip hop.
Y'all know how we do.
You're listening to Free Zone Matthias, aka Mr. 16 Bars. That real hip hop.
We try to tell people that Philly is a special breed. They hate to see us on top. They hate to see us on.